What's up, guys? MD Gaming here, back with another video. So today, this is my first outside the Cowboys video. I usually do Browns and Cowboys post game thoughts and opinions. But I want to go over. I made a short 4 minute and 9 second video, last night. Uploaded last night. About the 49ers losing to the Green Bay Packers. Sorry, San Francisco beating the Green Bay Packers, 13-10. Um, I don't, as a Cowboys fan, I once said this. If you told me towards the end of the year who I predicted to be in the NFC Championship, it's the Packers and the Cowboys. Now, both teams just lost to San Francisco, and San Francisco's going to be it's one win away from the Super Bowl. That's interesting. I don't know what the Packers do from here. They're going to have a rough off season. Their fans are going to have a tough off season. Probably going to be full of drama and stuff. Wouldn't doubt it. That's most likely going to be the case. I don't know what happened to Green Bay yesterday. They just fell apart. They just fell apart yesterday, last night. They fell apart. Green Bay scored on the first drive of the game to go up 7-0. Nobody scored in the second quarter. It's a blocked field goal by Green Bay. Then of course, the blocked punt by San Francisco got 3 points. The Packers 0 in the third, and then the blocked punt. Green Bay scored a field goal in the fourth, and then blocked punt led to a touchdown for San Francisco. That tied the game, and then San Francisco got the ball back, went downfield, and kicked the game winner. Now, the stats. Packers won in total yards at 263 to the 49ers 212. Total yards. Passing yards. San Francisco had 106. Green Bay had 196. That's not really that shocking. Aaron Rodgers is quarterback to Jimmy Garoppolo, so that really ain't that surprising. Rushing yards, 106 to 67. That's kind of surprising. I thought Green Bay would do a lot better on running the football. Last night, I thought they'd do a lot better than that, but is what it is. Yards per play, Green Bay had 4.9, and San Francisco had 4.1 yards per play. Now, both teams did fairly well on that. But I felt this was a game Packers status-wise, they should have won. There practically is no excuse for them not winning this football game. It's practically no excuse for it. I don't know how you lose when you're leading in three of the four main of the yards per stuff. Rushing yards, you're leading in passing, total yards per play, but yet you still lose by 3. I don't know, how do you do that? How do you lose by 3 when you're leading in 3 of the 4 categories? I don't understand how the Packers did that, but they also led in first downs with 14 to San Francisco's 12. Third down efficiency, Packers were 5 for 12. 49ers were 4 for 11. 49ers were 0 for 1 on fourth down. Green Bay never went for it on fourth down. And this is what I mean. How do you lose this game? How do you lose this game? It makes no sense to me. Because they had more first downs. They converted more of their downs. They held San Francisco on the only fourth down try of the game. And they led in total plays. That's a huge deal. But coming up, these are the 2 big problems. Huge problems. Packers allow 5 sacks, while the 49ers allow 4. Punts, San Francisco punted 5 times, and Green Bay punted 6. You cannot do that. I just don't understand how that's possible. Pennies, both teams had 5 for 25 yards. San Francisco had 5 for 40. Green Bay had 5 for 25. But yet, Green Bay still loses this game. I don't know how. I've been just saying how Green Bay fumbled once, and lost it. Interception thrown was 1 for Jimmy G. And time possession, this is what stumps me. Green Bay had the ball 30 minutes, 36 seconds. And San Francisco had it for 29 minutes and 24 seconds. So once again, with that stat right there, that's a very important stat. How do you not win that football game? How are you not able to get downfield and keep scoring? I understand defense held you, but how are you not getting downfield when your time possession is 30 minutes? Makes no sense to me. None. And now, where the stats get real interesting. Aaron Rodgers threw 20 for 29, 225 yards. No TDs, no INTs. In my whole life, I've never seen Aaron Rodgers wearing Tom Brady. Hell, even Dak Prescott do that. Throw for no touchdowns in a playoff game. I don't know. That's probably the reason they lost. Because Rodgers could not throw for crap. He couldn't. He just could not throw for crap. It was snowy. And it was very cold in Lambeau. Last night. Aaron Jones, 12 carries, 41 yards, 3.4 average. Alright, I guess. A.J. Dillon, 7 carries, 25 yards, 3.6. He had the only touchdown for the Packers in the game. St. Brown had 1 carry, 1 yard average. And then receiving, Aaron Jones had 9 receptions for 129 yards, 14.3 average. Devontae Adams, 9 receptions, 90 yards, 10 yards a carry. 1 reception for Allen Lazard, 6 yards average. Mercedes Lewis, 1 reception, no yards. Randall Cobb had 0 receptions. That is dumbfounding to me. That is absolutely dumbfounding. Defense for Green Bay. Preston Smith, six tackles, 0 sacks, 0 INTs. Devondre Campbell, 6 tackles, 1 assist, 0 sacks, 0 INTs. Chris Barnes, 4 tackles, 3 assists, no sacks, no INTs. Kenny Clark, 4 tackles, 2 assists, 1 sack, no interceptions. Rashay Gary, 4 tackles, 2 sacks. Adrian Amos, 3 tackles, 2 assists, and 1 INT, and only INT of the game. Eric Stokes, 3 tackles, 1 assist. Shandon Sullivan, 3 tackles. Russell Douglas, 2 tackles, 2 assists. Dion Lowry, 1 tackle, 3 assists. Henry Black, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Shadarius Smith, 1 tackle, and 1 sack. Lancaster, 1 tackle. TJ Slatton, no tackle, and the rest of them, 1 tackle, and that was it. And then the rest just, just did not play well. Amari Rogers, 3 returns, 66 yards, 22 average, so that ain't horrible. Mason Crosby, 1 for 2, 50%. 33 was his long for 4 points. So that happened. Corey Benson, the punter, 5 punts, 235 yards, 47 average. No punts within the 20-yard line. So, yeah, And now Jimmy G went for 11 for 19, 131 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 INT. So both quarterbacks didn't have a touchdown. Against the Rams or the Bucks, you gotta throw for touchdowns. I don't care what anybody says. You gotta throw for touchdowns if you wanna beat any of those teams. I don't care what anyone says. You gotta throw for touchdowns. If you wanna beat the Bucks or the Rams. To be fair though, San Francisco did beat the Rams twice this season, so they very well could just run the ball and win and go to Super Bowl. They face the Rams, Buccaneers. That's a different story. So for another day. Eli Mitchell, 17 carries for 53 yards, 3.1 average. Deebo Samuel, 10 carries, 39 yards, 3.9 average. Kyle Juszczyk, 2 carries, 14 yards, 7 yards a carry. And receiving, George Kittle, he is just incredible. 4 receptions, 63 yards, 50.8 average. And Deebo Samuel, 3 receptions, 44 yards, 14.7 average. Eli Mitchell, 3 receptions, 18 yards, 6 yards average. Sean Jennings, 1 reception, 6 yards a carry. Brandon Ogden and Charles Warner, 0 receptions, had nothing there. Defense, San Francisco played very well. Deontay Johnson, 5 tackles, 1 assist. Emmanuel Mosley, 5 tackles. Fred Warner, 4 tackles. Dre Greenlaw, 3 tackles. Ark Armstead, 3 tackles. Shrek Tart, 3 tackles. Jimmy Ward, 3 tackles. Nick Bosa, 3 tackles, 2 sacks. Arik Armstead, 2 sacks. Sason Ibaka, 3 tackles, 1 sack. DJ Jones, 2 tackles. Kawan Williams, 3 tackles. Jason Eggbegum, 3 tackles, 1 sack. Asari Al-Shar, 2 tackles, 2 tackles. Jordan Wills, 1 tackle. And Sweet, 1 tackle. So, that's really how the game went. Status wise, I felt the Packers, they had the better status overall. They had the better status overall as a whole team throughout the whole game. They didn't do what they needed to do. And what they needed to do, guys, keep this in mind, they needed to run the ball better. They needed to do that. They needed to get it to their playmakers, wide receivers, a lot more. I felt San Francisco as a team their players played better than the Packers overall last night, I felt. But I felt overall the whole game, Packers should have won that game. Looking at these stats, I don't know how the Packers lost this game. It's just they could not score. They could not score. They needed to score more. I did not expect this to be a 13-10 game. I expected it to more be like maybe 21-17 Packers or San Francisco maybe. But not 13-10. That seems very unlike of Packers to only put up 10 points in a whole divisional game. But it is what it is. Also, I don't know what they're going to be doing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron said he's going to talk with the team and make his decision soon. So can't wait to hear what his decision is. Either he retires or he gets traded and leaves Green Bay. I think he's going to get traded out of Green Bay or retire. But I think he will be either traded. I don't know who to, but traded someone. And just I don't know, man. This was just a bad game for Packers fans. Just overall wasn't a fun game to watch in the cold at all. At all. Was not a fun game. So that happened, and gonna be interested to see what happens next year if they don't have Rodgers. My Cowboys play the Packers next season, so that should be an interesting game to see. Green Bay and Dallas next year, because we face the division next year, which we should sweep that division, hopefully. So we'll see. But besides that, I don't know what else there is to say about this game. It was rough. It dragged on, but I don't know. So, alright guys, I'll get out here and talk to you guys.